everyone. Welcome to the Weathers channel. My name is Autumn. This is my husband, Richard, and we go live here on our YouTube channel every Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday morning at 9:30 a.m. Eastern. Also, don't forget to check us on our other channel, Watch Autumn Keto, where we go live every Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern for hashtag Whack Wednesday.
Yes.
Yeah, that's it. That's all I got.
That's it. That sounded pretty good.
Well, let me take off my glasses because I can't stand the glare. No, I can't.
I was enjoying the glare.
No.
Actually.
No, I don't like it. That's literally why I got LASIK, because I couldn't stand the glare from my, exactly. Rhonda's here, says first, says, hello, Whack fam, happy Friday. Had to get the first in just in case since I had to type this. Yes, exactly. Had to do it first. Because what if what if she was typing the long salutation and then like Heath posted right as she was in the middle of typing that? That makes sense. To which she said, take that, Heath. Thank you so much. TC here says, good morning, all. Autumn, thanks for the topic on Clubhouse. TC, I didn't even see you down there in the house. Thank you so much for joining.
What's the topic?
The topic on Clubhouse this morning was keto tips and strategies for the holiday. Yay. So we were talking about like Thanksgiving, Christmas, just what are your plans?
Halloween.
Yeah. Halloween, exactly.
Well, it's a holiday.
Jen say, good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. What are you all up to this wonderful fall weekend? It is beautiful. So we are continuing to relax here in not Gatlinburg, Sevierville, Pigeon Forge. Look, you guys, Gatlinburg is a specific place, and I kind of refer to this whole area as Gatlinburg, and I know that's not right. So
I'm pretty sure everyone.
Yes, that's Carl.
It's okay.
Absolutely.
He's cleaning the house.
He is. That's really appreciative. Thank you so much. But the live got in the way. We couldn't. No. Joyce is here. Says, good morning, amazing Whack fam and fine weathers. Praying that you're having an amazing time in the Smoky Mountains. We are. Mm-hmm. We're having a great time. Yesterday, we went to Buffalo Wild Wings for dinner. That is the second time in a week.
As many weeks.
It's but it's technically been 1 week because we went last Friday?
Well, we won't count the weeks are separate.
No, yeah, but the second time in as many weeks that I've had Buffalo Wild Wings, and before that I haven't had it since before we met. So it's been at least 2 years. So
these have been a great 2 weeks.
Yeah. So Richard's like, I like Buffalo Wild Wings. I was like, we ain't never went in the time that I've known you. So clearly you don't like it that much. You know who
you are?
I'm very strong-willed. I know, bone-in chicken. I didn't.
You just sit there and
look. Teal and Carl, they killed them some wings. So did Richard. Everyone had wings except me, of course. I had a chicken salad.
Yeah.
It was really good.
Bronson would have been proud of us.
No, that buffalo chicken salad that I had was actually really, really good. So yes, it was fun. Draven West said, good morning, TGIFTG. I'm not doing all of those. That's
Dr. Franken.
So happy it's Fri-Yay. This has been one of those weeks at work. I know exactly how that goes.
It sounds about right.
Blue Dove said, good morning, fair weathers and watchers. What's the forecast on this fine Friday? It is looking good. It's already sunny. Yeah. Yesterday morning around this time, it was raining. Cool and sunny. It was, but it's so weird. It's not weird. Look, this is just the weather and how it goes. It's cold in the morning and then it's like hot or warm in the afternoon and evening, Whereas if you go out with a hoodie, exactly. That's like, it's so weird. But I just wish it was like all one weather, one temperature the entire day. Exactly. I mean, that's literally exactly what it's like.
As the rest of the world, we understand that
you have to go out. Yeah, changes throughout the day. I hate it.
Morning dew.
I hate that. The morning dew. Yeah. D said, morning, good weathers. No notification today. Good thing I have my alarm set. That's what Teal said. She didn't get a notification either. And that POs me off.
Well, there's YouTube.
TC said the weather in my house is cold. Had to turn the heat just to be able to take a shower this morning. Yeah, my granny says like to get the chill off the chill off the house. Like turn the heat on. No, turn the heat like on just to clear the chill out of the air. It's too cold.
Hot shower. Get that bathroom steaming.
Yeah, but then it's like it's freezing cold as soon as you get out. Joe Ray says good morning. I hate that because then it messes up my hair. Gigi's here says, good morning, weathers. What's the forecast? It is a fine day today. You guys, I've been having a sinus situation, like just congestion and drainage, and it's starting to mess with my voice. So I got to take some medicine to get that cleared up.
All right.
Yeah. But it's okay.
Didn't sound like it messed with your singing, though.
Mom, thank you. Mom, you would be so proud of me. I've been blowing my nose so much. Like, this is a huge deal for me.
Proud of
yes, because I did not know how to blow my nose till I was in college. Like, I never knew how to blow my nose. It wasn't her fault, but it was just like It was one of the, I just didn't understand the sensation of like
my
blowing your nose.
Oh my god.
Like mom said, I would take
Did
these
you know how
big
to use a ruler,
inhales.
though?
Like
I'll
I'll take
use
these.
a ruler.
Yeah, no, I use a
Okay.
ruler.
Okay,
But
go to the
it's-
basics again.
No.
You know,
Pamela
you know,
said,
up, down.
"Good morning. I
Up,
sometimes
down.
forget it's Friday. When you're retired, the days run together. Hello.
It's
That
okay,
ain't a bad
Pamela.
thing at all.
It's
Every
okay.
day is the
As long as you
weekend."
remember
Renee's
how to
here.
sneeze.
Says happy Fri-Yay. Oh, I mean, I know how to freeze. Yeah, mom said how to do glasses. Sorry about that. I took them off. B16's here says good morning.
Mhm.
Mary T said good morning, lovely weathers and wacky weather watchers. It's pouring rain in Vancouver style. Doesn't happen often. Just the day my granddaughter's coming and they camped last night.
Nice.
Ugh.
That's that wonderful
They camp in the
nourishment.
rain.
Vancouver needed that nourishment. It was all
That
smoky over there.
nourishment. He
It
said
washed
happy
away all that
Fri-Yay, not first because I've been prepping for tonight's Silence of the Lambs inspired Friday
Ooh.
night feast.
That sounds tasty.
No, absolutely not.
I did Silence of the Steaks.
Yes, this morning, yeah. Hoofnitz here says, good morning, everyone. I'll be listening while heading to town. Have a fantabulous day, Weathers and Wark fam. I love the smiles and the bacon.
Are you biking to town?
I know, right?
Are we biking?
The doctor's in. Says, good morning, Weathers crew. Hello, doctor. Let's see. Mary T said, I'm going to say keto every day, even during the holidays. Exactly. It doesn't matter.
Mary T,
Thanksgiving.
From your keyboard into my wife's ears.
Holly said, ear hustling as I head to the airport. Ooh, Holly, where you going? We all up in your business. Where you heading to?
We're Vegas.
Oh, TC said, yeah, it's Teresa. I know. I raised my hand, but must not have done it right. I've never spoken on Clubhouse. Well, next week, I wasn't paying attention. Once
Yes,
again, I
Teresa.
kind of
She was
let
not
the
paying attention
conversation
at
go because as you can hear per my voice, I didn't feel like talking a lot today. But if you're in Keto Save My Life next week from 7 to 8 a.m., you raise your hand. I'll definitely make sure you get on the stage.
You're so sweet.
Yes.
I love that.
Facebook user says, morning all autumn. So you still need glasses after having LASIK? No, these are blue blockers. So when I'm staring at my screen a long time, you know how they say like it gives off the blue light.
Mm-hmm.
So these are just glasses to block that. But no, they're not for my vision.
I will be the
Although
judge of that.
I've kind of noticed my vision degrading slightly over
No, man, I definitely look
the
smarter
the
now.
past year, and
So
I'm just like
anyway,
which
Everything
they
I
always say
is correct.
because I have glasses
Yes,
on. Everything
yes.
I say is correct.
Hello.
Oh my gosh, pip pip. Lisa said, hey wackos and mothers, I made it today. We're so glad that you are here.
Yes.
Yes.
See, now I can see you and everything.
No.
Got a beautiful reflection of
Mm-mm.
ourselves.
That's not how it works. So
Mm.
Sand Banner's here, says, hello peoples.
Hey,
miss-"
Sand.
I know, let me
Sand
find.
Banner sounds like a wrestling name.
Yes.
Sand Banner on the top rope.
And everything he says is correct. So Cece said, good morning, Autumn, Richard, and the family. Happy
That's
Fri-Yay. Ooh, I love that. Is that wine? Absolutely.
Well, it is Friday.
Mary T said, when you all retire, you will be shocked like me. It's Friday again already. Yeah, I know, right? The time just goes
well,
by.
I mean, I think being
Facebook user says, have you seen any
working
bears?
from home gives us that
No.
privilege.
Yeah, working from home is kind of really the
Because
same.
all the
so-
days roll together for me.
Yeah.
It is Friday.
No, we haven't seen any bears. We haven't really seen any critters. No.
We ain't trying to either.
That is also the point.
Trust
we are not
me, if we
trying,
do see a bear, we ain't gonna be where that bear is anymore.
not for long. We ain't gonna see the bear
That
for
bear
long.
can have wherever space you at. Bear,
Lisa
that's
said,
yours.
not to go victory for hubby. Tony noticed that the pain in his hip wasn't there after months and years of living with it. That is definitely worth all the cartwheels and the dancing lady.
There you go, Lisa.
Amazing.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
Jessica said, help, I ran out of coffee, but I can't leave the house to go get more without having coffee. I know, right? You're stuck there forever.
That's 22.
Get it delivered to you so that you have enough to then leave. So
Well,
B16 said, in the
Just
30s here
grab
today,
some
wearing
coffee
my
and just
hoodie.
chew on it.
However, I need a zip up Keto Strong to wear on the chilly days. Look, I am working on that. I am working on that next. You guys, today I'm excited. This morning, I just felt a rush of productivity. I started working on the, oh my God. No, it doesn't affect your vision.
Ah, okay.
I started working on Dr. Barry's Proper Human Diet website. Those shirts are coming back. So yeah, I'm excited about that. So once I get that off the ground, then I'll be circling back to my own Keto Strong stuff. But yeah, I'm really excited about that.
I absolutely love
Yeah.
that.
Brian said, great morning, y'all. What a spectacular weather watching Friday. I hope everyone has a day that counts and is full of enjoyment.
What's with the granddad?
I'm a
Did you fall off the bike as you were doing it?
exactly, spectacular with an L.
Mhm.
Yes, I feel like there's a hidden message in there that I'm just
I
not
think it's a
getting.
CT tack.
Yeah, Mary T said, I thought you said it's congested. I do. Is it the weather where you are, or are you not well? No, it started the day that I got back from Vegas. I think the cold, I just didn't adjust to the cold very well. Yeah. The weather changed around me.
Her allergies.
And I did not properly, I didn't have a scarf. I just didn't pack properly for Vegas. I don't feel like, at least for the cold. But it's been happening, I would say, for just a couple of days. But yeah, I just need medicine. So look, you guys, I've been checking. I don't have a temperature. I can still taste and smell things. I was like, not me, not today, right? But it's clearly just a sinus drainage thing. So I just need to take some medicine to dry it all up.
That's so scientific.
Tanya said, good today, Autumn Richard and Body. I love it. Tanya was with us on Clubhouse this morning as well.
Nice.
He said, I kind of dreading today's DDPY workout. It's 57 minutes. Jeez Louise. I haven't worked out, exercised while we've been here on vacation, but I'm going to get back to it on Sunday.
What's a DDTP?
Diamond something yoga. It's
Dallas Page thing again.
It's DDP yoga is what it is. So
it's the wrestler.
Oh, okay. Well, then the wrestler, exactly. So yes, it is yoga, but I hear it it's a lot of people really enjoy that workout or regimen.
That sounds great. Well, he's always a good teacher.
But Trey is here. Says, hi, all. Just here a few minutes seeing an apartment with my 19-year-old soon. That's amazing. Apartments.
Oh.
I was thinking about that.
19-year-old?
I know.
Nice.
That's awesome. Glenda's here. Says, good morning, everybody. I know. I love that. B16 said, when we came home in March 2020, I was working every day, so I never knew what day it was. Yeah, when you start working from home, initially, all the days run together because every day is a work day because your computer is right there, Yeah. I know how that feels. Holly said, headed to visit friends in Raleigh, North Carolina, and then Greenville, South Carolina. Oh, you just hitting up the Carolina. Joy said, what? No Rogers. You're right. No Rogers. So
what's that?
No Rogers, no animals, no bears.
I keep thinking it's a gas station or something.
Speaking of that, what is that gas station?
Rogers.
No, it's not Rogers. But Doctor, what was that gas station? Because I totally forgot the name of it, and we were like, "Oh, gas stations," but I don't know. It wasn't Wawa. Jerry said, I can't believe I missed Whack Wednesday, was on Clubhouse and got distracted. I see where your loyalties lie now. No, but it's a lot easier to be on Clubhouse in the evening when you're further back in the time zone. So I totally get it.
Nice.
Girl, we weren't talking about nothing at all.
There
so
we go.
Yeah, it was
That's facts.
Driven West said, one good thing this week, my ophthalmologist said it mentioned the edema in my left eye was shrinking. That's amazing. No eye injection this week.
Nice.
Now to work on the cataracts, which I should have surgery in 2022.
Oh man.
Jeez Louise, Driven West, that's a lot. But it's good that your edema is shrinking on its own. And here's another thing.
That's good living.
I guess I really didn't pay attention. I didn't realize how much diabetes can affect your vision. Like diabetic retinopathy or something like that. You can go blind. I was like, not me, diabetes, not today.
Diabetes can get anywhere.
No.
It can get root all through your body.
TC said the trick to working from home is having a weekend. The phrase is, oh no, it's still Monday. Getting to the weekend. Absolutely.
Yeah. Also, the trick is just not caring anymore.
Yeah. Okay, yes. Draven West, Diamond Dallas Page Yoga. It's not Yo Daddy's yoga.
That's the wrestler.
I love it. So
I remember I grew up a big Diamond Dallas Page fan. He had a diamond cutter.
With the things that make us go, I just don't understand how a cemetery can raise its funeral prices and blame it on the cost of living. You're right. It's actually the cost of dying. It's inflation. It's everything. Yes. So there it was, Buc-ee's. I don't know if y'all heard that, but that was Carl's phone. Everything, it's like a scary noise for Halloween. It's hilarious. Buc-ee's. I need to remember.
Freak you out.
Need to remember that. So.
Yeah, but I think we didn't pass any.
Mary T said, so excited to see my granddaughter. She is 20 now and bringing her new boyfriend. Oh, hope this is a good one. I'm a harsh judge. If she's bringing him, it's a good sign. Back when I was younger.
I'll say it's a sign.
Back when I was younger, I used to bring all of my boyfriends around my family, and after boyfriend number 4, they were literally like, we don't want to meet them until you're gonna get married. And I was like, I don't want y'all to meet them until you get married. So so
I learned that a long time ago.
I tried because
here's
the thing, because for me it was important because a test of whether or not we can be together is how you get along with my family. So in the beginning it was important, But I realized, I had to be more of a screener because
Yes,
they were forgetting these young boys'
well,
names.
if you don't
so.
screen, then you just accept anything.
Yes. D said, yep, got my pastor to go low carbon's vision improved. It's natural LASIK for the diabetic. That is amazing.
Nice.
So
It's
yeah.
vision
What
improved just
Kat
by
also
what
said
you
we had a
ate.
pastor that was type 1 diabetic and he went blind. That's crazy. What is with the pastors? Amber's here says, good morning, Whack family.
I don't know what kind of church these be.
So yesterday when we got back from Buffalo Wild Wings, we played a game with Teal and Carl called Martian Dice. It sounds like merchandise. Even when I say it, it sounds like merchandise.
You say Martian.
Martian, as in those from Mars. Dice, as in Yahtzee, as in the game. Martian dice. It was very fun. It really just got me excited to I was like, now I have to figure. Maybe I need to incorporate more dice into the Can you see us? We lost you for a minute, but hopefully we're back now.
VPN switched on us.
Yeah. Mary T said last one she brought, they broke up as soon as she got home, didn't pass the grandma test. I guess that's a good thing. That's pretty funny.
Well, I mean, yeah, if you have a bad picker, then it's always good to have other people who have better pickers around you.
Yes.
Because if you are horrible at picking,
but at the same time, they're not gonna be in a relationship with your family every day. They're gonna be in a relationship with you. So make sure y'all get along. Because I've also had situations where the family has liked a guy better than I like the guy. They're like, but he's such a good guy. Blah blah blah. And I'm like, I don't care. I don't like him.
God.
Right. So make sure that you're the one in the relationship.
Oh, my Lord. Yes. No, that's true. And I mean, it's a case by case basis. You have to know your family and know yourself first of all, and then everything else will make sense.
And then everything else,
because you don't want to just walk into something blind and be like, I assume this person likes my stuff that I like, and then you start unpeeling that onion, and be like, ooh, no, you don't. Change my mind.
Yes,
that's what you don't want to do. 5 years later.
Yes, I agree. You got to get to know. See, but there's always a fine line between getting to know someone for who they are and then choosing to grow with them and when they change, right?
Yes.
Because I didn't, you're allowed to change. And, it's like when I married someone.
The only constant in life is change.
When you marry someone, for instance, I married Richard.
Did you? What? I didn't even
Who is a
notice
videographer, right? But what if one day Richard decides that he wants to become a police officer or a firefighter? And I was just like, did I sign up to marry someone that puts themselves at that much risk on a daily basis?
I am super. So.
You are super. You could. So it's just agreeing. It's the balance between changing with someone. But you could decide that you want to. You could take up a new hobby or something that I'm just like, you didn't really do that when we met.
Rescue kittens from trees.
Yes. So rescue kittens.
That's about as far as my fire expertise goes.
TC said, as a former pastor, self-care is usually the last on the list and not always emphasized by the congregation who expects the pastor to be on call 24/7. You're right. That is a calling right there because people just expect you to be available for them. You're a therapist and you're a counselor. You're it's a lot.
Pastor, teacher. It's about the same, right?
So
be on call 24 hours.
Yes.
Teacher, I have a problem.
Exactly.
But self-care is the most important.
She said, I can't say this very loud, but not a huge fan of my new son-in-law. My daughter loves him. So that's his redeeming quality. Saw my hubby literally cringe at some of the things he said. Yeah, that'd be pretty funny.
Yes. And welcome to the real world right there.
Don't worry, we didn't say it really loud. Amber said, my parents hated my husband when they met him, but now love him. Same with his parents. They hated you. Yeah, that's pretty funny. Yeah. His parents loved me when we first met. I mean, have you ever watched, I think it was Crazy Ex-Girlfriend, where there's a song, it was a musical, and one of the...
I haven't watched it.
Yes, one of the songs was I Give Good Parent. And that's I was like, that whole song was literally describing me. It's about how you're so impressive to the parents of a potential partner But now the issue becomes like that person doesn't like you, but their parents like you more, you know? Like, oh, that girl was so nice and good for you on paper, but like he don't like you. You know how to present yourself to the parents. Like I give excellent.
You're a good job interview.
I give good parent. That's exactly what it is. That's the same. Rhonda said, how could you pack for weather in that Spirit 12x12 bag? Exactly. But I could have done better because it was roomier than I thought. I just made the assumption, oh, it's Vegas. It's going to be hot. I didn't, even in October, I didn't realize it would be so cool, especially in the morning. Wacky said, good morning. Hi, we're glad that you're here. Dee said, that's why my husband can't be in those kinds of jobs. I feel bad for him, but I couldn't sleep at night if he were. Yeah, trying to.
When you would feel bad for him, or you do feel bad for him?
Well, like maybe he has a desire to do that, but it's like either me or the job. You're going to have to pick, right? So
that's when the job, here I come.
No, exactly. Yep, we all know Richard's answer. So Cece said, trying to get to know my daughter's fiance. See, but then it's just like, you've already agreed to marry this person, and I don't really know you for real. Like,
yeah,
I know it'd be like that sometimes. Like,
But again, that's where it comes down to you have to have a good picker.
Yeah,
because you have to know what you can tolerate, what you can put up with, and what you can't put up with. Yes. Almost in the first couple of weeks.
You can't. Couple of weeks.
That's what I'm saying. You can't be like 6 months later, like, well, I didn't know that about you.
Yeah.
Like, what?
Yeah,
I've been here the whole time.
It is like a job interview. Mary T said, my husband used to go up on a mountain by himself, hiking for a month before we got married. Before being the operative word, you're right. He had to give up that dangerous activity when he became 2. I know, right?
By himself. What the heck? He must have wrote half of those stories on radio.
Joe Ray said, I'm flying Frontier on the way back from Memphis. Should be interesting. I paid for a carry-on though. Good for you. Look, it's not the fact that you had to pay for a carry-on. It was the fact that to carry a bag on the plane cost more than to carry your human soul on the plane. If a carry-on bag was $30, I'd be like, okay, I get it. But the carry-on bag was more expensive than the plane ticket. I'll never be.
What was it?
So one way was $44 to ride. A carry-on bag was $48.
Oh, okay.
Like to carry on a bag.
That makes
$48
sense.
additional dollars.
Well, if you have all your doubloons in there, that you'll need to.
He said, my creature-in-law, and I clash like a creature-in-law. That is so rude. I swear that woman hates me. I guess it does not help that I'm a constant smartass and call her on her BS. Yep. And the way she mistreats her daughter. Yeah.
What's a creature-in-law? Yeah, I was confused.
Mother-in-law. His mother-in-law that he called creature.
I was wondering.
No, but I actually had a situation like this too. I used to date a guy where his mother would take advantage of him. Like just expect him to drop everything he had going on, to do what she needed. And she used to talk to him all sorts of ways. And I was just like, actually, we can't do this thing because we've made previous plans. Please call someone else to help you. And the way she looked at me, I was just like, we literally had previous plans. He didn't want to, but he would have canceled what we were doing because his mother needed something, which it wasn't. She didn't even really need it. She could have handled it on her own. But when you're just so used to falling back on someone, so that was definitely a clash. I was like, you're not throwing me off my plans.
Now, see, the way my family works is we all don't take no mess, even from each other.
I love it.
We would call out any one of our family members. Look here, you better do it on your own.
Kim here says, "Good morning, A&R." I love that.
I love those. I love and respect.
Have fun and safe travels. Thank you so much.
My parents had to.
Sam Banner said, "The desert is always hotter during the day than at night. It is literal night and day." You're right. When that sun goes down, there is nothing
from the top rope.
There's nothing. Yes, facts. Lisa. Creature-in-law. That's pretty hilarious. I could tell how you feel about her just from.
Yeah, you think? This is where we were definitely both fortunate that none of our creature-in-laws were special.
They're not.
What?
You don't have to refer to
them.
I'm
just so that way they know what we're talking
about. Mom said, "I'm a fabulous mother-in-law." Wouldn't you say, Richard?
Exactly.
On the spot like that, Mom.
100%.
That is very creature-in-law-ish. No, okay. I said it. He didn't say it.
I am absolutely love the entire situation we both are in.
Yes, me too. I appreciate.
We have no animosity from any one of our families.
No, none at all.
Except maybe his dad.
Father, I was like, that's not really true, but I'm going with it. No, except our dad. Yeah,
but
exactly.
that's because it's a dad thing.
It's okay. It's a dad thing.
It's a knee reaction.
Exactly. It's a man thing, you know, like, yeah. So it's
you don't want me to
it's a father, it's a father, like daughter thing, sort of thing, you know. But yeah, that's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Mary T said
that's how he is with Amber as well.
Yes.
Isn't it?
Well, I mean, nobody else in my family is like none of my other brothers and sisters are dating anybody seriously, so he doesn't have to approve of anybody. You know,
that's why he's like, leave that one guy.
Yeah,
everyone leave him, but the rest of you.
But the rest of you can come on. Like that's not how it works, pops. Not when you're married. And the funny thing is, he's married. Like so you would leave your wife behind. Like
he's like, I want only my children to hang out.
Yes, Mary T
Nobody
said,
else.
but only my children and my spouse. And I'm just like, you get to bring your spouse, but I don't get to bring my spouse. Mary T said, I absolutely love my other son-in-law. So there's a good balance. That's good. He's the king of dad jokes and makes my daughter laugh and laugh and laugh. Have you met this one? That is pretty much how it goes.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Kim said that's why you're married to each other, Autumn, and not the mama's boy you dated before. Yeah, I mean he was a mama's boy. But here's my whole thing. I feel like mama's boys like enjoy like serving their mother. Yes. You know, like, oh, that's my mama. I'm taking care. Like he didn't even really want to. He just felt like this
reluctance.
Well, he just felt this pressure. Like this pressure and this guilt to do things. And I'm just like,
not really a mama's boy. That's a mama's boy.
Yeah, that's that's just a person that couldn't really stand on their own 2 feet.
It's like, boy, get in there. Yes, mama.
Yeah. Yes, mama. Gigi said, I get along better with my son-in-law than with my daughter. Go figure. I remember that.
Go ahead, Gigi.
Kim said, my mother is over here totally spoiling my husband right now. Yeah. They treat the sons better than the daughters.
I don't know
Mom,
what you're talking about.
Mom.
No, she doesn't. Don't you besmirch
Who did she buy a grill for Christmas?
Us.
I didn't get the grill.
Us a grill? Because I'm pretty sure you ate off of that grill.
No. I did, so that does it is for all of us. He said the warden's older brother is adopted, but he is the favorite and has not had a job in 8 years that we've been married. Heath, you were over here.
He's sitting on the couch right now. He said, "Why are we talking? Let me tell you all my griefs right now, Lord. I'm gonna tell you all of them. I don't like my newspaper man. He take too many trips around the neighborhood."
Buddha said, I'm pretty lucky in the in-law department. Only have a mother and sister-in-law, and I like them both. Nobody hassles anyone in our fam. Yeah, that's
part of the perfect scenario.
I am, like I said, the biggest adjustment for me has been becoming an aunt. You know,
oh yeah,
like and even though we're not really even around the children a lot, it's just still the notion of like having to consider them and think about them and like, oh, there are children in the family to think about.
You just don't go over there as often as me.
Yeah, yes, exactly. And even when I do, it's still like, oh, children, yay, hello, child. Glad to be your aunt today. You know, like I don't really interact with children a lot. So I'm just saying, but
you have lots of younger animals and stuff.
Younger animals? Yeah. What? That's not the same thing.
I mean, it's the same basic principle. It's like you have just love and affection.
Kim said, "Stop looking at Autumn like that." I don't even know how he was looking at me. I don't pay attention to him.
Crazy? You talking about stuffs?
Mary T said, my daughter had a bad marriage for a long time and has many health issues. There was no laughing for many years. So good to hear her laugh now. That's amazing. Yeah. I love that. That is absolutely
that's what I'm saying, though. Is like you got to get that picker good.
Yeah.
Because once it, you don't want to be stuck with a bad situation.
Yes,
that's all of us.
He said on the flip side, all of my family absolutely loves my wife and they get along fantastically. Yes, that is great.
So it's basically your wife's family.
Yeah, exactly.
Tell her to get it up. Tell her to get it right.
Yes, the warden, get your family together. No,
you gotta go over and do some sandbag.
But our family, me and Richard's family are very similar. In terms of how close we are. Like, I love that he goes and spends time with his family every week, like make it pointed time, which we don't have to make a point to do that with my family because we see them all the time. Like, because we're physically located.
I'm pretty sure closer. Amber's going to walk behind us.
Exactly. Even in Gatlinburg. Like, what? Wait a minute. Like, between that and grandmama, going to see my granny every day to get the dogs and seeing my mom pop over 3-4 times a week. Like, it's just like my whole family's a lot more accessible. Yeah. So he makes it a point to go get all his family time in. So I feel that.
You're so
I know,
cute.
right?
No, I really enjoy your whole family. They're really eclectic and quirky. And
They are,
I see
just
a lot
like
of
me.
I see a lot of traits in my family from yours.
Yes, I agree. Lisa said, I'm not alone. My mom was not a fan of Tony when she found out we were going to get married because he was across the country. Now that he's here, she's dumped me for him. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. That's what the moms
Lisa,
do. Especially,
straight facts,
I don't know, I
Lisa.
would have to say, like, mom, especially if you didn't have any boys, like if you don't have sons of your own, this is like a good, like to get a son-in-law, it's like, like a boy to buy things for.
That's
Yeah.
how my parents are. They didn't never have a girl.
Yes, they didn't. You have an older sister. Yeah, you have a sister. You have an actual sister.
Don't count her.
Joe Ray said, I like my in-laws. I'm sure the fact that they live in New Jersey helps too. That's pretty funny.
Yeah,
So.
I would also say the same. They live.
He said, thank you all for allowing me to air my grievances. This therapy session has been very cathartic. We're always here for you, Heath. We're always.
It definitely sounds like he got some issues.
Yeah. B16 said, I'm blessed. My son's wife is awesome. They went to high school together and started dating after they graduated. I also dated someone from my high school. That didn't last really long either.
Yes, I did date
Facebook user says, morning. Are we the only Facebook users? You probably are. Ron is here with the super chat. Take that, Beth. Says, let's get this going out of the way. There's a bribe to schedule Keto Palooza so I can go.
Look at you,
Shoot,
Rhonda.
I missed a zero. It's okay. Look, I'm trying to make, look, it won't be personal, but I'm trying to make it so that you can go. But your job is demanding.
Really
I can't.
is.
It's not my fault.
That's what happens when you're that important.
But Beth said, hey, I don't think you have the super chat turned on. And I was like, I'm pretty sure Rhonda gave us $5 to bet in Vegas. So, but then now, thank you so much, Rhonda, for proving that the super chat does work. Beth, give me a hashtag super chat replay. Because I don't know if I've seen Beth on here this morning. So. Yes, so I know, Rhonda. I'm sorry. I will do it, but oh my gosh, it is. Yeah, that I'm just reading the comments.
No, yes, you are.
He said maybe it did not help that we told no one that we were married until after we left the chapel. Yeah, that could have been tough. My dad didn't take it too well that we were engaged, but married probably could have been a different story.
He didn't do?
No. That you didn't ask him beforehand or talk to him beforehand. That's my face too.
No, I asked him. I was there. I texted him or something.
No, you didn't. You did not. No sorts of communication. No, your precise response was, I was going to ask him.
There you go. That counts.
But the proper time never came up. No, that
counts.
doesn't. Not to him. Yes, it didn't. Yes. The thought where I was going to talk to him, but it just never came up. That's so funny.
We did go to Senior Iguanas to hash it out.
Yes, they did talk before we got married. They did have like a lone catch-up dinner.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, you did.
I made him buy my food because I was gonna smack him if he did.
I'm the man of this house now. Oh my God.
Wait, he ain't listening.
No, he could very well be. We don't know. You remember Dad? Like apparently he gets these notifications.
Those words were very joking.
TC said, just heard a former client's in a coma, not expected to survive. Please send prayers for him and his family. He's a sweet soul that puts everyone else first. Oh, prayers.
All the wonderful vibes going all over the place.
Oh my God. Absolutely. Jessica said Richard asked telepathically. He was not that telepathic connection.
I mean, the only time I had a chance, we was over. It was a cookout. I remember it was a cookout or a Happy Christmas something.
It was Christmas.
Yeah,
it was Christmas
cookout,
Eve.
and it wasn't like it was a whole house full of people.
Yeah.
And the only one time I had a room by myself with your brother William was in the room.
It was William there the whole time.
I was like, I could say it in front of both of them, but it's more like a personal thing. Like William ain't involved in this.
No, William wasn't involved.
So I was like, that was my moment, but I didn't want to be like, hey William, could you step out of the room real fast so I can talk to your father? Mm-hmm. I don't know if that would have been more awkward or less awkward.
Yes.
I was like,
they never had any else.
Well, they didn't know me then.
Yes.
I didn't want to tell somebody to get out of their own daddy's house. Hey, it's not your father's house, but get out of this room.
Yes.
Just real quick. So it didn't feel right. So I was just like, oh, it'll grow organically.
Yes.
I'll find it another.
We'll get it. It's okay. Well, here's the thing. You know what I realized? It's just that like your in-laws relationship, like your spouse's relationship to your parents is only as strong as your relationship to your parents, right? Mm-hmm. So it would be a completely different story if Richard and my mom didn't get along because we see each other every other day, you know? Yes. Whereas me and my dad, we only see each other 4 times a year, you know? So it's not even really that important that like they're okay with spending all these large amounts of times around each other because we don't even spend large amounts of times around each other, you know?
That's the first thing too. I was like, oh, where's the father?
And where's the father? And that's also another different thing I think that I noticed about Richard's family. Richard grew up in a 2-parent household like where his parents are still married, like, and that is the case with all of your siblings too. All of his siblings have been married. Like his parents have been married for what, over 40, 50 years at this point. And all of his siblings have been married for around a decade. Like none of them are divorced. Like they are, but not only that, it's not got married and got divorced or not like long-standing boyfriends and girlfriends. I mean, like they get married in that family, right? Yeah. And so that's different in my family. Like my mom and dad weren't married. My dad wasn't in the house. My grandmother wasn't married by the time I was born. My Aunt Beverly was never married. My Uncle Russell never married. Like people in my family they hadn't gotten married up to that point.
You see the Weathers family thing, like everybody's married too. It's
like, I mean, they're all like when his aunt just passed, like everyone was like, along with her brother, and then all had spouses. I mean, they all have like long, like strong marriages, you know. And I was just like, wow, that is so interesting.
Well, when you come on the ground floor, you can see how they built it.
Yeah. Look at that. See, I never had that foundation. Don't worry, Mom. I mean, the best you could, but you know, like
there's no shade in your direction at all. It's not your
Jerry
fault.
Ben West said Patty and I married at a little wedding chapel. On the wedding day, her dad was going to stop it, and I didn't ask permission to marry. I said Patty asked me, so I didn't need permission. Patty asked you what? Patty? What?
Look at Dr. Franken.
Yeah, Lisa said Richard is talking much smack. You better watch your back when you get home. I know, right? But we're not gonna see my dad till Christmas.
That's what he's talking about, Lisa. Don't we bring that back up?
He's gonna forget everything. Joe Ray said, "You make a time, Richard. My husband visited my parents without me knowing to ask them. Oh, that's cute. Yeah, I mean." But once again, if I was close to my dad, it would have made a lot more sense. But
and the time was like it was a day before Christmas.
Yes.
So it was like we only had unless I was gonna like, hey, what are you doing tomorrow night?
Yes.
It was just so fast and so condensed. We
it
just
was
didn't
so
really
fast
have
and
time
condensed.
to
I don't care. It didn't bother me at all. Like, you didn't ask my dad. Oh no. I'm just like, he'd be all right. Like, you know. So
and with that feeling,
yes.
That's how you feel.
Yeah. So, you know, it wasn't a huge
Not for me, it was more of a me thing. It wasn't a you thing. I just want to do it for myself.
Yes.
But I did propose. I did do the Christmas Day proposal. And
yes.
Then, like a day.
And then we talked to him. We actually saw my dad on Christmas night. Like, oh, by the way, we got engaged today.
And then the next week we set up the dinner.
TC said, just got the notification you're live. You better start over. That's pretty funny.
Right.
I can't believe y'all just now got that notification. Mary T said, sounds like our family. My mom and dad are married 55 years. Hubby's parents for 60 years. We're coming up on 30. All nine siblings of hubby's married 40 years, etc. Yeah, we married for life. That's a beautiful thing, man. That is a beautiful thing. That's a beautiful thing. No, just my family wasn't like that. Like, and you know, like I do have some aunts and uncles that have been married for a long time, but a lot of my family is not like married, and so
it's also. Everybody on my side has good pickers.
Yes.
Like nobody had a bad picker.
That doesn't mean that anybody in my family has bad pickers.
Well, no, I'm just saying, like,
run across the right people.
Exactly. You know but that's what I'm saying though, is you chose early on, like you're right for me or you're not right for me. We didn't get stuck in a relationship for 5 years and like, you know what, we have nothing in common.
Yeah.
Like,
they stick it out. Yeah.
Well, you work it out.
Yeah, they work it out.
It's growth
love it.
And progress together.
Progress together. Yeah. So my wedding was like the first wedding in the family for
everybody.
No, like in like a decade at least, like a very long time. And even then, it wasn't really a real wedding because we only had like 60 people there. Like, I mean, my family is 100 people on my side, you know. So like we really had to narrow it down. So yes. Oh yeah, Mom said, Autumn, I love the way you told the family y'all got engaged. Yeah, I really wish we would have videotaped that too. That was really awesome.
What happened?
So you remember when because you weren't even at the house. We got engaged Christmas morning, and then you had to leave to go over your family's house. So you weren't even there when my whole family showed up to my house. Okay. But I had taken my ring off and I put it in my hand or my pocket and stuff like that because I didn't want them to know that we had got engaged without Richard being there, right? You know. So my whole family had come over to my house. And, everybody was there, my uncles, my aunts, my cousin Kim. And so we weren't going to tell them till later, but my cousin Kim had to leave. And I was like, well, I want to make sure I announce it before she leaves. Yes. So Kim, was like, oh, we have to go. And I was like, oh, Kim, before you leave, wait a minute. I just wanted to give Amber and Mom a present really quick. And I wanted y'all to see what it was. And they're just like, okay.
All right.
So I had two boxes. I had 2 boxes of ornaments. So one of the ornaments, look, I knew me and Richard was going to get married. I didn't know when, and I didn't know like that we were going to engage on Christmas. But you remember that earlier 2 weeks before, we had gone to Hobby Lobby, and there was a picture, like a Christmas ornament picture frame that said like Mr. and Mrs. And I was like, oh, let's buy this for eventually, right? It was like 75% off. So I was like, let's buy this for eventually. Didn't know eventually it was going to be in 2 weeks, but still, you know.
When we bought it, I already purchased the engagement ring.
He had already,
so
yeah.
Like,
I didn't know that. Yeah, it's like, I didn't know that. And so then he also purchased an ornament that said our first Christmas engaged 2019 because he knew that because at some point we had discussed that Christmas ornaments are one of my favorite ways to commemorate things, hence the Catalina Island trip. And you don't remember that Christmas ornament, but
I
still
remember now.
No, you don't. I'm
it's
sure
a boat.
No, it's not. It's a snowflake.
It's a snowflake. I meant to say.
So either way,
so on the boat.
he no. So then so he bought an ornament that said my first Christmas engaged, and I didn't really, so that's how he proposed early that morning. Now watch that on the video. That's on video. Yes. So then what had happened is I put a picture of me and him in that frame, the ornament frame that said Mr. and Mrs. And then I took another my wrapped up my first Christmas engaged. So then I was like, well, before they leave, let me give Mom and Amber a present. So I gave them the presents, and they were like, okay, this is weird opening it. And while they were opopening it, I put my hand in my pocket and I put my ring. Now that was the hardest part of that whole thing, putting my ring back on with one hand, like in my pocket. And then, so of course,
what's that in your pocket?
So Amber was like, Mr. and Mrs. And Mom was like, our first Christmas engaged. And then I put my hand up, and then the ring was there, and everyone went, and they were like screaming and running around. I was like, and this is the reaction that I expected.
If you were at Keto Palooza and you watched the other engagement,
yes, that's exactly.
Imagine
that's exactly what happened.
Bess and Laura's engagement,
yes,
literally on the same scale.
Yes, so that was. I wish after it was over, I was like, man, I wish I could have I wish I could have videotaped that, but it was pretty. It was pretty good. So, but yeah,
cute. I forgot all about that. You're right.
No, I remember.
Because actually, I came back home thinking you had already told them, and no one said anything to me, and I was like, okay, well, I guess no one cares.
Richard came back home, and everyone's just like, hey, Rick, hey, Richard, and he's just like, oh, hi, because I hadn't told you.
I thought to come back to fanfare and confetti shooting off and everything. I was like,
no, but nobody knew anything. So yeah, I hadn't told him. I hadn't told him, right? So. And then I remember you told your family that we had gotten engaged, so that when I went back over there, everyone was like, "Congratulations!"
I said, "You got the confetti."
But then apparently, like Beneva, your aunt wasn't there, and then and so we were all sitting around talking. I was like, "Yeah, I got to get in shape because I got a wedding." And she was like, "A wedding?" And I was like, "Yeah." And I held up my hand, and she said, "Oh my God, nobody told me." I was like, I thought Richard had told everyone, and she was like, I wasn't here. And I was like, yeah, I was like, duh. And like, hadn't you heard? But no, she hadn't heard.
That is mine.
Mary T said, both my children are on marriage number 2. The mold broke. They will be married for life now. I love that. Like, yeah, I mean, sometimes it takes. Yes. Yeah. He said, thanks to my parents divorcing and remarrying, I have a brother and a sister that are not related to each other. I know, right? That like you're the piece that holds everything together.
Welcome
That's so
to
funny.
The new families.
Yes, exactly. The blended family. B16 said, my brother was at Fort Riley and had a 3-day leave. So he called his now wife at her job and said, hey, you want to get married? They've been married for 18 years just on a 3-day leave. Exactly.
I'm military.
Blue Duck said, small weddings are the best. I swear I wouldn't have married my ex if it weren't for all the money spent and the people coming. That's hilarious. And we definitely didn't do that.
Yes. So you felt like you forced to. It's like,
yes.
Oh my gosh, what am I doing?
Yes. Oh my God. B16 said they had a courthouse marriage and spent the first year apart as he was in Iraq. That is nuts.
Yeah. Military life.
Yes.
Military life.
Kim said, thanks for that face, Richard. When I said I knew we were going to get married. I don't even remember what face you made.
It was one of love.
It was one of love. So is that what it is? So yes, that is hilarious. That's
you
really
are
funny.
Hilarious.
Jen said, Brian proposed to me on one knee with a ring the morning after we got married. What? That's not how that works. Did you not have a ring when you got married?
It might have been on those reverse days.
Exactly.
Goes in reverse.
That is so funny. Mary T said, love your engagement story. It was all meant to be. Yeah. And I remember about my hubby proposing, was my daughter peeking around the corner. She spotted me. She spotted me, spot her, and she ran. She was more excited than me. That is so cute.
That is amazing, Mary
Yes.
T.
Lisa said that was an awesome story. Now I have to go back and watch all those videos. Yeah. So it's just, there's a couple of videos. Like I think
Yes.
The day Christmas, like Vlogmas 2019, I introduced Richard, and then I talk about our story of getting engaged. Yeah. And then our wedding was live streamed on this channel too. So
thanks to the one and only Jen.
Yeah. So Joy said, I said to my mom and dad, what are you doing on April 25th? And put my hand up and said, I'll give you 3 guesses. That's so cute. That is so cute. Joe Ray said we had a big wedding, but we were engaged 3.5 years. See, that's a lot of people do that. Like, and maybe when you're a lot younger, that makes sense.
Get engaged.
Like having long engagements, you know?
Well, the big part is most of them are like, we just need time to prepare everything else, right?
Yeah.
So, do you though?
Yeah, like you just need time to coordinate vendors. And I was like, when you control everything, like what's gonna be at our house, we're gonna do it this day. Like we were like, we can get engaged. But see, I would have thought even if I wanted to have a big wedding, I would have still gotten married immediately. Like there's no reason you can't get married. I understand waiting to have a wedding, but you can get married right now, you know? So that's what I would have done. So
you're so cute. That destroys the
Tanya said Alvin and I had a person coming to marry us at home November 2nd. Just me, him, my son, and the dog. Maybe a wedding
caterer?
Later. A wedding later. Okay. So
like,
you know, and so that's the whole funny thing. My dad got married to his wife in secret at their house without telling any of us, like any of the children. Yes. And so when we got engaged and he was just like, you didn't tell me. I was like, Dad, you got whole married without telling any of us.
Well, now this makes the pot a little bit more sticky.
Exactly, right? So Mary T said,
to a dinner with this.
tissues, Lisa, you'll need them. He said, I brought the warden's ring at a pawn shop. Nothing like starting the future off with someone else's failed past. You're so funny.
There we go.
No.
It's called correcting a mistake.
Jerry said we decided to buy a house first. So, you know, that's an investment right there.
It
Absolutely.
really is. That's smart. That makes
Pamela
sense.
said my husband got down on his knee and then I had to help him back up.
Don't be talking about this man's knees.
Oh,
he tried the best he could.
Absolutely love it.
Sometimes you need that little help. Give him a little walk.
Yes, Tanya said we have been engaged 4 years this December. It was time. Yes, just go ahead and do it. If you're like already living a life with someone,
we might have to call Laval.
It's just paperwork.
Show them how to do this.
Exactly.
Wait
till bring them to Keto Palooza and then wait till next time.
That's how you propose.
Yes. Dee said for big weddings, all the good vendors are usually booked up a year in advance, so that's why it takes so long to prepare. Yes. Oh, yeah. That's what I realized. I was like, ain't nobody got time for that. Like, I just want to
well-known stuff
right now.
Like, there's always new independent people that's willing to take the job.
Exactly. But that's why the
people that you want.
Yeah, that's why the big people are so big
because
they're so trusted. Yeah. So
sense.
But either way, we are we're about to get off here. Today we are going to Quaker Steak and Lube for lunch. So that's exciting. And then we'll be back on Sunday to tell you how it was. Yes, but have a great weekend, everyone. We'll be back home on Sunday. So be sure to catch us at 9:30 a.m. Eastern. I know, right? Bye.
Bye, y'all.